شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن هدى للناس وبينات من الهدى والفرقان فمن شهد منكم الشهر فليصمه ومن كان
We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for this year's Ramadan. We beseech Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us the opportunity to earn the maximum of reward from this blessed month. I've been asked to discuss a peculiar topic, prevailing negative influence of the social media. We all know about the social media. This social media is a broad concept. When you talk of social media, we are looking at applications that enable us to create and share information, ideas, career interests, content, or to participate in social networking through virtual communications and networks. These are the most popular among others. So the social media creates an opportunity that gives us opportunity to reach others in large scale in a short time. There are so many platforms that we consider as platforms for social media. The most common with us today are WhatsApp, Facebook, Messenger, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Skype, FaceTime, YouTube, and many more. You can continue to count. Although I know that with us here, we are so much used to WhatsApp, Facebook, Messenger, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. These are very, very common. We use on a regular basis. They are all platforms from the social media. There can be many more that we can use. The social media is internet-based. Internet is the mother of the social media. The coming of the internet has given birth to so many things. We used to talk of the global community, the one world community. You talk of all nations coming together, singing together, reaching together at the same time. That is the work of the internet. And it's this internet that gave birth to social media. The internet is ubiquitous. It is everywhere. It is spread everywhere. Once your service providers reach your area, it's available. And you can afford to buy because it is never free. You spend your money. This is what has given birth to the IT world and social media. They all came from the internet. And interestingly, unlike the old system where, for example, you want to make a phone call, you have to go to Nitel, you have to queue until it becomes your turn to reach your loved ones. No. This modern one is something you carry about with yourself. You can have it on your phone. If the phone is too small for you, you use iPad, you use tabs. If that is too small, you go on your laptop, depending on the size that you want. On all this, you can get everything, whether WhatsApp, whether Facebook, Twitter, you can go on. So, network becomes a language, very common. We are all searching for network. Network is not available. Network is weak. You know, it has become a common language for all of us. And you have these things in their different sizes. Like I said, you carry it on your phone. And because you can carry your phone to any place, that makes social media to be available at all places. Every place you can carry your phone to, you can carry your internet. Once you have your internet, you have access to social media. And this is one of the things that makes controlling social media very difficult. It's not something you have to assemble at a point. to reach it. No, it's available everywhere. Once there's network, you can reach it. Although our topic is about the prevailing negative influence of the social media is not all about negativism. It can be positive. And I want to cite a few examples of that before we go on. You can use the internet, the social media, for educational purposes. For example, you can have students from outside Nigeria who come home, students schooling in UK, US, Canada, Germany, who come to Nigeria to visit. And they have an assignment to do. From Nigeria here, they can enter the library of their university and conduct their researches without leaving Nigeria. That's one thing that makes it very, very positive. Now you run courses. We all recall what happened when COVID-19 was very, very strong. Not all schools shut down. Most of them reduced their lessons to online. So students were at home and they were learning. They were attending classes, listening to their lecturers, asking questions and getting response. So we can use the internet to upgrade our education, to upgrade our professional activities, or to even secure professional examinations and pass. Through the internet, you can seek job. You can get job through the internet. You can also use it for academic research, like I mentioned earlier. You can exchange important information through the internet. You know, those days, you recall, if you want to post a letter, you need to buy a stamp. You have to go to NIPOST. Every town has, I think they still have, a post office where you go, after affixing your stamp, then you go and drop the letter. It takes some days, sometimes weeks, sometimes months before your letter will arrive its destination. But internet has changed all that. Now you can easily take your phone and send your message with immediate effect. In 1 minute, you have communicated and reply has arrived. Internet will also help us in issue of maps and locations. For example, you are traveling within the same town or different towns. You want to know what is the distance. How long will it take me? Just Google the thing. Check your map. The map will even go further to tell you the different routes and the ones that are best as at that time. Those are the advantages. And for religion, yes, the internet is of optimum service. With ease now, you can locate Qibla anywhere. Just carry your phone, download the Qibla app. Wherever you are, you will locate the Qibla. Before the arrival of this month of Ramadan, many of us will stay online, will be watching. When will Shaban start? When are we going to have middle of Shaban? Then you'll be monitoring. When is Ramadan commencing? On a daily basis, you can be checking this. So you have information on the tips of your fingers. It makes information very, very easy to reach you, to direct you, to guide you on all activities that you carry out. So it is unlike in the past. If the Sultan wants to announce the sighting of the moon, you must all be glued to television. Too bad if at about the time of the announcement, public power supply goes off. Even before you put on your generator, the announcement has come and gone. Unfortunately, you are unable to get the announcement. You don't know. But now, you go on your system, your handset, you will see the Sultan has announced commencement of Ramadan. The Sultan has announced searching for the moon, either for the commencement or the end of Ramadan. You have so many books on the internet, on the social media, you can download for your use, for religious purposes, for academic purposes. So with one click, you can reach everybody. Your family outside the country, you are doing naming ceremony in Nigeria, you can get those who are in UK, US to participate online. They will watch you, they will see everything as it is going. They will participate actively. You'll be happy to see them. You do video calls. Those are the positive things that the internet has brought to us. Now, our concern with internet. If you listen carefully, the first thing you are going to see is you are connecting people, different users. If you can control your end, you cannot control the other end. If you can control your end, you cannot control the storage. There's a server in which all the things done on the social media goes. Inside that server, whatever goes there remains there for eternity. So at any time anybody needs it, he or she can just go and retrieve with appropriate technology. And I must stress this, particularly for our women who will say, I'm in my bedroom, and you want to chat with your husband who is far away, and you don't use your hijab. It is wrong. You think only your husband has access to your nakedness. That is for that time. At any other point in time, another person can access your nakedness either by crashing into the server, or one way or the other, the information gets leaked out. And somebody who has interest pays and gets the data downloaded. And behold, what you think is strictly between you and your husband is in the public domain. So on the social media, you have faceless friends. The pictures you see do not necessarily represent the people. I can borrow the picture of a woman, the picture of an animal, an object from the sky, and use. You won't even know who you are talking with. I can use the picture of the president of our country, a politician I like, a religious leader, and that is what I'll be using and you'll be having. So all this makes control near impossible. It's very, very difficult to control. And children can easily block your access. You want to control your children, you want to guide them. Fine. That is if you have access to what they are doing online. They have the opportunity, the ability to cut you off. I remember at an international conference in Vietnam, a woman was lamenting publicly that she met her daughter online. And she observed that what they were doing was too terrible. And she got home. Daughter, why are you doing this? That group is not good. You have to leave it. And daughter looked at her, oh, because I've made you my friend, so you can monitor me, you see what I'm doing? Okay, I know what to do. The next moment, she yanked the mother off. And the mother could no longer see, know, monitor, or correct the daughter. And another one lamented that the same thing happened to her, and before she realized, a predator had advised her daughter to migrate to another country where he would take care of her. And they eventually found out that that man had been luring young girls from other countries to come around. And he is legally protected. Because the way he was doing it, you will not see evil. But once they get there, for some months they have to rely on him, living in with him as if they were his wife. And he was doing anything he willed with them. So now, because of cultural differences, it becomes very difficult to define what is good or bad. For example, with us in Africa here, we have our culture, we have our mode of dressing. Some forms of exposure become too bad for us, and we complain about that. Unfortunately, in some of these countries, it is their way of life. They expose near everything. So if you say it is bad, at the other end, it is not bad. And you are dealing on a system that is universal. So if you say it's bad, your children, your husband, your wife, they are all watching it live as a practice with other people. So then you have the problem of immoral contents that have become very, very overwhelming. Immoral contents have become very, very overwhelming. So much that sometimes you want to do a different thing. What props up, you hate yourself. I didn't click this. And these immoral things, they become difficult for you to exit. And sometimes people can hijack your platform and introduce rubbish, things you will consider abominable. They can hijack and use your line to dupe people, to make money illegally from them. So you have these things in all sizes, all opportunities that bring about issues that raise our concern. These are the areas that makes the social media a growing concern for every mind that is interested in raising a good generation, that is interested in moral upbringing, that is interested in reducing the laxities in our community. This is very, very important for us to look at. And unfortunately, unlike the television, okay, you can switch off the television and say, children, go to bed, but they have the handset in their pocket. So they go to bed, instead of sleeping, they are busy with the internet. They are surfing things. They are chatting with people. Some of them don't sleep, especially when the service providers give them internet-free services at night. So they use all night browsing, chatting. So this is very important for us to note. Inshallah, next time we'll continue on our topic and be able to tell us the dangers that we have seen. And inshallah, we'll also look at how to overcome those problems. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.